Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. So today I'm not going to be playing Doomsday. Instead I have decided to try the Riddler deck, or Riddlesmith deck. I'll run through the deck and give a short deck tech. I'm sure some of you, maybe most of you know how this works, but for those who aren't as familiar with it, as it is something of an oddity in the Legacy format. I think that's fair to say. Um, I'm gonna go through how the combo works and sort of what's up with this deck. So in essence, this is sort of a kind of an A plus B combo that then can also sort of cobble together a win from other avenues. So the A is Riddlesmith and the B is Containment Construct. Um, So Riddlesmith says that whenever you play an artifact, you get to loot one. So you draw a card, and then if you draw a card, you discard a card. And Construct rather says that whenever you discard a card, you can exile it when it goes to your graveyard. That's kind of important. It means like if it doesn't go to your graveyard, you can't exile it. And also if it goes to your graveyard, your opponent can interact with it and remove it. But let's say they don't. It goes to your graveyard. You can choose to exile it. And if you do, for the rest of this turn, you can play it. So basically, once this Containment Construct is in play, cards like, or a card like Breakthrough suddenly changes quite a bit. Because you're just going to pay 1 blue mana, draw 4 cards, exile, or rather discard your hand, but everything goes into exile underneath the Containment Construct, and you can play it. This is also an Echo of Eons deck. So we have 4 LED, and as you may also notice, it's also an Ursa Saga deck. But I'll get back to that. So how do we win with these two creatures? Well, we win by resolving a Prof's Idit. I can't pronounce this card. I don't know if it's like a name from some sort of IP that I don't know, but this card, the PE memory card, let's call it, its flavor text is that you have no maximum hand size, but the actual sort of relevant thing here is that at the beginning of combat on your turn, you put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn beyond the first one you drew. So with the Riddlesmith, you draw a card every time you cast an artifact. So by by casting, say, baubles, and you're looting, and everything you discard goes underneath the Containment Construct, so you draw more baubles, and eventually you'll draw like a Breakthrough, draw 4, blah blah blah. And then what you want is either you can go to combat, and if you have a creature that's not summoning sick and your opponent can't block, you can just put like, I don't know, 20 +1/+1 counters or however many you've accrued and attack for lethal. Or you can try and resolve Walking Ballista and put the counters on that and just like shoot your opponent out. Now, as a fallback plan or an alternative way to win, this is a really good Ursa Saga deck. You have so many 0-cost artifacts that your constructs rarely start lower than like a 4/4 or a 5/5, and several games are just won on the back of Ursa Saga. This is also a Force of Will deck, which is kind of nice. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say for the deck tech. I will say that I have been taking this deck through several leagues to pretty horrendous results. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a really hard time learning how to play this deck. There is a lot of ways you can mess up. Some of it is like more MTGO technical. Like on more than one occasion, I accidentally click through my like past priority with no mana floating in my first main phase, moving through combat, meaning that, and I was at a point in the chain where I hadn't resolved this PE memory card, so that just meant that my turn was sort of over, not really, but like it really hampered me. Another thing is you need to be careful not to just yield and always say yes to this effect, because if you draw and discard an Echo of Eons, you don't want it exiled. Rather, you want it to go into your graveyard to cast with a flashback cost. And then I don't know, it's just like it's a combo deck that I'm not used to playing, and I think it takes a lot of skill, I guess, or experience with the deck to really like squeeze the squeeze all there is to squeeze out of it. I'm gonna see if I can remember to put links in the video description here of a player called Killa B, who is just I think just an absolute assassin with this deck. Killa B um, has taken down I think several challenges and top eight challenges, and is like just and I think created this deck, or at least was one of the co-creators. So I think that's I'm gonna put the links to Killabee's sort of social media, and I implore you to check them out. It's definitely worth a watch, and to get like a proper expert's opinion on this deck. I'm just gonna hopefully record a leak that's fun, and yeah, let's see how we do. On the play for round number 1, let's go. Okay, this hand is potentially very exciting. So this hand goes turn 1. Well, so we can go turn 1, Mox Opal, Bauble, and then Chrome Mox Imprinting Echo of Eons, and then play Riddlesmith, or rather, sorry, Containment Construct. Our hand is then Riddlesmith plus Lion's Eye Diamond. And we can then crack Lion's Eye Diamond to exile the Riddlesmith underneath the construct alongside the. Now, I guess that would. We would have to. Yeah, we wouldn't have an artifact to play. But we would then be sitting on Riddlesmith plus Containment Construct. We could also just try and spin the wheel with Echo of Eons. So how would that look? We would go. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to take a slower and then not do anything on turn 1 except play, say, the Containment Construct. But it all sort of depends. Like if we play out the construct, we have to imprint something on the Chrome Mox. So that means we either shut off the ability to Riddlesmith or the ability to Echo. Oh, this is kind of tough. I guess I could also try and bobble them to see to get an idea of if they're a Force of Will deck. But that means we have to play out LED to turn on Mox Opal, which I guess isn't the worst. Yeah, let's try that. Well, I guess let's see what our opponent does. Haven't even gone that far. This is also a deck where, like, because of Magic Online, you have to be somewhat aware of the clock here. Alright, I'm gonna bobble them. See what they're cooking with. Reanimate. Okay, so that no longer means, or necessarily means, what it used to mean. Like, it used to mean Black Red Reanimator for sure, but now it could also be like a scam deck, so there could be Force of Will. But I do think I am gonna try and spin the wheel with the LED. And if we run into like if we run into like what do you call it? Force of Will, then it's gonna be too bad. All right, so let's play out this Containment Construct. Looks like they have F6'd here, and now we have to make sure we don't put the Echo of Eons underneath the Chrome Mox, the Construct rather. I'm gonna say no to this. I'm gonna cast. Okay. Well, we can keep going here because we have Breakthrough, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. That it's going to cost us our entire hand. It's going to get like imprinted or discarded here. But if we find one way to make mana, we can at least echo one more time. Yeah, this is where my experience with the deck sort of comes to a bit of a halt here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to keep going. We have double breakthrough, so we can like really, if we hit more mana, we can really get going here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna not cast the bauble because I want it underneath the construct in case we are able to resolve a Riddlesmith. So yeah, let's actually just go for this. Okay, so we draw 4, and everything is exiled here. And we do draw mana. We draw both a Petal and a Mox Opal, so that's kind of sweet. And we want to exile everything except for the Echo of Eons, I think. Okay, yes to this. Not sure about the second construct. Maybe that's better in the deck. If we, yeah, and certainly don't want the Echo. I want the Petal. I want the Opal. And I don't want the Spellbomb. I think that's also better to be sort of in circulation. There is a chance we don't sort of win this turn, and the cards that are underneath the construct, once you pass the turn, they're just exiled there forever. Okay. Okay, well, let's cast the Mox Opal. Keep this Mox Opal. Let's cast another Breakthrough. Would be really sweet to hit a Riddlesmith here. We do. Okay, so that's I think we should be winning then. So I'm just going to do a lot of clicking here. And hope I don't time out, basically. Okay, so I'm going to cast the Lotus Petal here. Mana, I think, is where we can get choked here. But so I'm going to cast the Riddlesmith. Where is he? Here we are. And then I'm going to start casting artifacts, and I'm going to just be looting every time. Always yield. Oh, another breakthrough. So if we can get another blue mana, we can cast that. Okay, our opponent concedes kindly. That's sweet, but yeah, so you could see how the combo sort of works. Okay, so this is certainly I would think black red reanimator, unless it's like Scam, who just didn't have any force of will on their first 7 or the 7 that the Echo drew them into. But I think it's black red. So for that we have some surgical extractions. Flusterstorm is not great because you can't fluster a Grief, you can't fluster an Animate Dead, but it's still, I think, worth having. I think we don't want the Defense Grid. I don't think we want the Chain of Vapor. And I don't think necessarily we want Aether Spellbomb. I don't know, because like obviously if they get to resolve Fatty, having a way out is it's not the worst. Especially like if we can get Aether Spellbomb in through a Enderissa Saga and just have it lying there. It's sort of an insurance policy, but it's not great. I think I'm going to cut the Otawara and just leave the Spellbomb so we have one of that effect. And I think I'm not sure this one Thoughtcast, like Thoughtcast always seemed to me like a card you'd want like 4 of or none of, but this list that Killaby posted had this one Thoughtcast, and I'm not sure like what decks we want it against. It is sort of like a way to grind the opponents, and for that reason I think it's okay to cut here. And then like I don't know, maybe we shave like a Chromox. Seems like the worst artifact, but I could be wrong. I'd be very interested if someone with experience with this deck watches to get some comments on sideboarding, and that's probably going to be like a general general thing, not just in this matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not spectacular. It's actually kind of medium, but it does have surgical extraction and a redraw with a bauble and functioning mana. What this hand doesn't want, I think, is for the opponent to have like a Dothy Voidwalker or something. Well, the surgical is going to be gone here, I would assume. I'd be really concerned if they took the Bauble or the Mox Opal. Yeah, okay. Well, that was why we kept this hand, but yeah, it's what it is. Ooh, Urza's Saga was a very nice draw, I think. I mean, if they can just combo us here, it doesn't matter that much, but yeah, I'm just going to play out my hand here. I don't think I gain much from saving anything in my hand. We don't have like an actual storm, like storm effect in the deck. And I'm gonna pop the bauble, but not on my turn because I don't want them to just Thoughtseize whatever I draw or grief. Let's see here if they can entomb, then we're likely in trouble. Okay, no entomb. Okay, Dark Depths, huh? Okay. Glad I kept the spell bomb. Let's see how quickly they can Dark Depths me. If they just have Vampire Hexmage here, it's not going to be quick enough. So this is some sort of, I don't know, like just mono black scam deck with a Dark Depths sort of pivot. Okay, that was actually also kind of sick. I mean, potentially. Could also not be very sick. I'm gonna drop the second saga here. And then that might cost me my pedal on the next upkeep or the next main phase before I can play my Ancient Tomb, but I think I'm okay with that because it sort of makes a quicker... What's this? Black, black. Is this 3 mana? What's this? Crop rotation. Oh no, but oh, never mind. Yeah, they were gonna get Thespian Stage with 2 mana floating. I got lucky and ripped my 1 of Flusterstorm. Doesn't feel fair. They can pay for this, but then they can't make Merit Lage. In which case we should be fine. So that probably is puts the game firmly within our grasp, but we can still lose. They also have green. Wow, they're not like, I guess they can see the spell bomb. They saw it in game 1. They know we're gonna have it. So this way they can make a later play that gets them to like gets jury step. Okay, so I'm gonna no, I am gonna make I think maybe I don't actually. Maybe do I just try and win here? That drawing that echo was kind of nice. I think I don't make a construct here. Yeah. Probably still get the spell bomb. Just sort of as an insurance policy. I'm gonna sack an LED here. And I'm gonna cast this echo. That was not amazing, to be honest. So I could bounce the Reclaimer here and then try and spin another echo. I could also try and like break through. I actually kind of like that. Like breakthrough for where I get to keep 2 cards. So if I draw like they're a construct. Okay, so I want to keep the Containment Construct, and then I think I want to like cast another Echo of Eons. Okay. interesting. I just got this message. Wow, there's a challenge that's been canceled. Okay, never mind. It's not relevant for us. Okay, I need to discard, obviously discarding the Echo of Eons. So I'll keep Construct and Bauble in hand, I think. Discard the rest, and then be sad if they have like a surgical extraction. I guess I can't. I'm not gonna get to keep the construct anyways, because this is not an ancient tomb, which my brain kind of thought it was. Um, well, I could, but it means then that I'm passing on bouncing. I think maybe having this in place is more important. Another spin of the wheel. Oh, there's the Eidrich memory, but no mana to cast it. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna cast some baubles here, and I'm gonna attack. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if they discard this Eidrich, whatever, thing. Yeah. I can't even, like, I was thinking, oh, maybe I can imprint something on the Chromox, but it's 1 mana short. I have no way of discarding here. Okay. So, I am going to attack. They probably will just take it. Okay. So, they likely take the PE memory. I still think I pop these baubles, and I'm not gonna exile it, because then it's gone. I suppose I could have popped baubles and drawn another blue card to exile to force. Yeah, I think maybe that would have been more correct. They were kind of in a squeeze with the timing, right? So if they would need to make Dark Depths at end of turn for then to be able to untap and have Reclaimer open for a Sajiri step, I think. Let's have a look here. There's a stage in their hand and another Dark Depths, and they are drawing an Urborg if they don't do anything, but I doubt they'll do that. Okay, there's a Riddlesmith. Yes, please. And I don't think I'll be making a construct here. I'll float mana. And I'll probably... What does this feel like? Okay, they're doing something here. I guess they're worried I have Pithing Needle. I'll get a Lotus Petal. And then I will play an Ancient Tomb. I'll cast a Riddlesmith. And I'll cast my second Chromox here. I don't have a lot going. And I'll discard Urza's Saga, I guess. Maybe that was them. Yeah, I don't want it to get exiled. I'll keep this one, thank you very much. I guess I'll play a second Containment Construct just to loot. Let's get rid of the island. Now we have double force. I guess I can play another construct. So what's the play here? I'll attack for 6. Then they can make Merit Lage. And then I can bounce it. Maybe I can even like attack for lethal here, and I have force. Does mean I'll be looting away something else. I guess the Chromox. Let's just say no. Actually, hang on. I should be saying yes to these, right? To the free mana. Yeah, I forgot the whole construct business. Let's mill this. Okay, so my construct is now lethal, so they'll have to get in front of it, either by making Merit Lage, which we can then block or bounce, I mean. Let's keep this train going. We might get to like Eldritch thingy. Let's put a Force of Will. Yeah, I'll keep that there in exile. Might become relevant this turn, who knows. And then the Chromox is currently the last thing we can cast. Let's see what we loot. Okay, an LED, so we can keep going. I'm just gonna not, I think, imprint anything. Okay, so I just got a message that leagues are being paused because MTGO has a problem, so that's a bit of a bummer, but let's see if we can at least get to finish this. I'm gonna loot, thank you. Keeping the train going here. Another construct. I don't think I'll be playing that. I think I will just be moving to combat here, and I can attack with so I can attack with this construct, which I don't know if it'll matter that much. I think I'll just I think I will attack. They can't get 3 lands into the graveyard. I'm not too worried about this Force of Will if it gets exiled. Okay, so they move in front of the big guy. They activate. What are they getting? I guess if they get... Okay, they get a Saga. Interesting. I think I will pop these 2 baubles here. Because I want to be able to... Oh, there's a Grief. I want to be able to, like, have blue cards in my hand for Force if I can. We'll see. Maybe that'll bite me. Because they are griefing me here. Or at least they are able to. Okay, so they're no longer presenting Dark Depths here. If they just tap out for Grief, I am going to Force of Will. Okay, they just concede. Yeah, they are facing down a pretty big squad here. Alright, excellent. Off to a winning start. Alright, round 2 here on the draw. A couple of hours have actually passed between round 1 and round 2 where Magic Online was down, so but here we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep here. We can, like, Ancient Tomb and then Lotus Petal Breakthrough if we were to want to do that, but I'm not sure that's what we want to do, but let's have a look here. Oh, Bloodstained huh? It's another Reanimator. So if this is Reanimator, then like going for the Saga plan is a little bit weak, but I think maybe I should have Urza's Bobbled first. A lot of things to consider here. If it is Reanimator, there is an argument to Bobble now to help draw Force. But there's also an argument to not Bobble now because whatever we draw, if it's not Force, or even if it is, like, they're going to discard us. So they did discard us turn 1. I think I will Bobble them, see what they have over there. Underground Sea. Okay, that could still be Reanimator, but it could also not be. So I think I'm just going to pass here. This could be like a range of things. Could be Reanimator, could be a blue-black scam. I guess it could even be Delver. Oh, Riddlesmith, huh? So we actually do have the whole combo here. Ponder. I don't expect this to be Doomsday because of the Mire. They do not shuffle, but they pass. Okay. Okay, so we can... Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna cast Chromox here and imprint probably Breakthrough. And then I'm gonna cast Containment Construct here. I'm actually gonna cast the pedal, even though that would get us a trigger off the Riddlesmith, but I kind of want to be able to play around a daze on the Riddlesmith. Well, let's see. Daze is obviously live here, but at least we have the 2 creatures in. Okay. So we have to only hit 1 artifact here, which is a little bit unfortunate. And let's not put everything underneath. Let's not put the Echo of Eons underneath, obviously. No to that. I think also no to the construct. Yes to the bauble. And I guess no to the ancient tomb. And yes to the force. I don't think it'll matter if it's an exile or the graveyard. Okay. Hitting an LED here would obviously be ideal. Okay, we don't. We hit another bauble. And so we get to go again. Yeah, please. Mox Opal, that's good. It's another loot and just Mox Opal, which is nice. Walking Ballista, huh? So I think this is one that's gonna go into the graveyard. And then we're gonna pass. And I think I'm gonna pop both baubles on their upkeep, or maybe their draw step. Veil of Summer, huh? Interesting. So I guess this is the Epic Storm, maybe? Yeah, it is. Yikes. Well, we have no defense to put up here, so if they can kill us with the 6 cards in their hand, they're gonna get to do that. Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. There's a Chromox to be bargained away. What was imprinted here? Is this? Oh, it's Song of Creation. Okay, so it has to be gay as well. They have like another ritual or LED or something, then okay, they shuffle. Interesting. Okay, so they found pedal, so I think that should do it. Oh, they bargain away the pedal. So they can replay pedal, but that doesn't give them threshold. They have 7 cards in the graveyard. It's going to be, I don't think, and their last card in hand is Veil, right? I guess they can imprint that on the Chromox. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that just about gets them there. Cool. All right, they got us. Cool, cool, cool. Excuse me. All right. We have some tools, but not that many tools. We have a Flusterstorm. We have 2 copies of Force of Negation that I would like. And Surgical Extraction. I mean, obviously, Gaia's Will goes through the graveyard, so what don't we want? We don't want, for sure, we don't want the defense grid. And I don't think we need stuff to bounce stuff with. So get rid of the China Vapor and get rid of the Aether Spell Bomb. So we need to find 2 more cuts here. I think probably I cut a Chromox. Like again, probably Chromox and a Thoughtcast. Yeah. This is a mulligan, unfortunately. This doesn't play the game. This is more like it. Yeah, gonna keep this and bottom one of the Mox Opals, I believe. Opponent is Also on 6. Let's play the Saga here. Let's play the artifacts, and the question is, do I bobble here? I think I do bobble. If I draw a blue card, then I'm sort of immune to a Thoughtseize. They reveal Bloodstained Mire. That's what they're going to draw. Who knows what that does for them. Okay. I don't draw another blue card. Okay, so they do Thoughtseize us here. Hopefully they can't just like spew out the rest of their hand and win, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, they take Force of Negation. What does that mean? It's just the one that's more easy to like hard cast, I guess. Well, I mean, this lets me hard cast the Force of Will. And I will bobble because I would like to get a blue card here. But I can hard cast it. They reveal Brainstorm. Ponder, okay. So I think unless I have to act here with my force, we have to ask ourselves if we want to search up an LED with the Saga. They shuffle, okay. So we'll get to make a construct here. And whatever they have, it's obviously not great. Or at least it's not good enough to win right now. Their Echo. So yeah, what do we do here? We can make another construct that makes our main dude a 4/4. We can get an LED that makes the main dude a 5/5. We have two 5/5s, and we have a force in hand. Is that just sort of, or maybe we? Yeah, tell you what, I'm gonna get a bobble. I think. I don't think I'm gonna go for the LED plan. And then I'm going to probably bobble post combat and hope to hit like another force. We have 4 more in the deck. Because double force here, I'd feel pretty good. They're drawing Ponder, okay. Or I'd even take like a surgical, I guess. Although I'd feel a lot better with a force number 2 than a surgical. Okay, alright, I could draw a third Edge of Autumn, or Edge of Autumn. Here I am in Doomsday mode. Echo of Eons, I mean. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way I get 2 artifacts into play next turn unless I draw a way to cast Echo of Eons. Okay, so they Thoughtseize us here. So I could force, but if they have Veil, it's like incredibly bad. But I think I'm gonna let them just Thoughtseize me here. Don't think it's gonna help. Oh, 8. Okay, they're going for it. They have to, or they're dead. I'm gonna just yield here. They know what I have. I know what they have. Or rather, I know what they need to do here. Burning Wish. What's this? This oh, it's actually Echo of Eons. Okay, I'm gonna super duper quickly say turn off auto yields. Okay. They need to win now. They concede. Alright, cool. I was just about to say, woohoo, we won that round, but I forgot that they took game 1. Don't think we really change anything from like being on the draw to play out to being on the draw. There's a world where we would want Haywire Might just to like search up and then nuke one of their like an LED or something, but I don't think so. They probably also have Defense Grid. Okay, this hand doesn't work. Opponent keeps 7. I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah, I guess I'll keep bottom of pedal. I have no interaction. I don't think I can mulligan to like Force of Will here. Go down to 5 cards. So if I were to draw like a, oh, they shuffle nice. If I were to draw like breakthrough here, oh, okay. I think I am gonna sacrifice a petal here to cast Containment Construct. And I probably save the bauble for their upkeep. Let's see what they're drawing. Dark Ritual, yikes, okay. Please don't Thoughtseize me, and then just try and go off with Gay as well. Okay, so they're just passing. I get to draw from the bauble. Echoing Truth, okay. I mean, I can't stop that. There's another petal. So we could just sacrifice another petal to replay the Containment Construct and still make a construct next turn. I think I will do that. I mean, that felt like a very sort of desperate play, but our defenses are somewhat like low right now. There's Brainstorm, okay. I have a lot of cards over there. I'm a little bit worried, not gonna lie. They said go time. Might be go time here. Lotus Petal, okay. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's go time. Let's hope they can't beat the Surgical. Like, if it's Song of Creation, they need to leave cards in hand, and they just played this Chrome Mox. Like, if they're beseeching for a Song of Creation. So, like, if their hand is Beseech plus a spell, then that's like one spell, and they could still fizzle on the song. And if they go for Beseech into Gay as well, I think we have them beat here. What's this? 5 mana? 5 black mana? Okay, Beseech. You got it. Guy as well. They have no cards in hand, so what do I take here? I think I have. If I take Dark Ritual, do they have anything here? They can cast the Petal and then get like one Ponder or Brainstorm, which then might hit LED and then still get Beseech the Mirror. Okay. This happens, and then they cast the Dark Ritual, and I'm going to Surgical the... Okay, never mind. They're going to cast the Petal, then they're going to cast Dark Ritual. Oh, Chrome Mox, but they can't imprint anything, so that's fine. Yeah, they need 4 mana here. There we go, okay. Take the Beseech. They can still, if they ponder into another Beseech... Oh, actually, no, another Beseech, that's funny. I'm going to Surgical it. They could ponder into Tendrils. They could cast Brainstorm here, but that blows their Petal. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's get a picture. There we go. So they can hit their Tendrils. That would be kind of nice for them. I think other than that, they're not hitting anything. Okay, let's be sure to actually exile this. Okay, so they have black floating. This is turn 3. They have made their land drop, so they can cantrip once. Alright. It's go time. I guess they ponder here. Yep. Man, I'm going to be mad if they find the Tendrils. Or disappointed, at least. They choose to not shuffle. Oh my god. Okay, LED. That's cool. So they can at least, they can cast Brainstorm, I guess. And maybe there's another cantrip there. I mean, I'm hellbent, so like if they had found Tendrils, another Brainstorm, okay. 1 blue floating. 3rd Brainstorm, okay. Very interesting. Now they can't Echoing Truth anymore. Galvanic Relay. for 15 spells. Yowza. Okay, that probably kills me. I didn't actually think about that. That's cool. Can I not get rid of these? That's annoying. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna yield here. Actually, no, I can't yield because I need. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a construct and then I can yield. So it looks like the onus is on me winning with my one draw step here. I'm super dead next turn. So what would I need here? Like an Echo of Eons would be cool because then I can fetch a Lines Diamond. Breakthrough would be great. Riddlesmith. Riddlesmith is not it. I think I just lose here, right? There isn't anything I can get. Oh, that's shattering. Goddamn Galvanic Relay. So I can beat them. I can make another construct and tutor something up. I'll have 8 power. Unfortunately, because I won't be casting any artifacts. I'm not going to be looting. And I boarded out my Aether Spellbomb, or I would be able to actually at least draw a card with that. I could get that and draw a card and hope for it to be an artifact and sort of get the ball rolling. As it is, I don't believe there is anything I can tutor up that draws me a card. I'm not going to make a construct. It won't matter. I'm just going to have a look here. Yeah. All these baubles are like a delayed draw. Alright, GG's opponent. Okay, round number 3 on the draw. We have an Echo hand that also sneaks in a Riddlesmith. I'm going to keep this. We can also like just go for the Saga route if we were so inclined. I think this is an Echo. And I think I'm going to play the Riddlesmith and start looting. This might be a turn 1 if we get the construct on the redraw. Get rid of this. Where's the Saga? Yeah, you go there. I guess I'll maybe stop looting here, and that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's sack the LED. Question is if we sack a second LED? Nah, let's not. In case we hit like another Echo. Okay, there's a construct though. Yeah, that's amazing. Loot away a land. Okay, they concede. Yeah, this we even found the memory thing. Okay, so this might be like black-red reanimator again, or it might just be the mono-black sort of stompy-ish, like mono-black deck. I think I'm gonna try and board like its reanimator. Put these 5 in, lose the chain of vapor, lose the defense grid. I'll lose a Chromox and a Thoughtcast. I forget what the last thing, maybe the Ottawa, and we'll just keep the 1 bounce Spellbomb as the single bounce effect. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. We have a Force. We have a Saga, though our mana is a little bit fragile. It does smell like Reanimator. I guess I'll pitch Breakthrough here. Yeah, we'll force this. It's hard to say if it's the correct thing to force, but okay. And I'm gonna cast the Riddlesmith here, sacrificing a petal. Then I'm gonna loot, casting the other petal. If we hit LED, it's the nuts because we can just Echo right away. Okay, we don't, but we now have Force of Negation, which is nice. Do need to hit a land ideally to get the saga cooking. How about no Scott? I feel like a lot is riding on us hitting a mana source here. It has to be like a petal or a land. Oh, Chromox, so close. I'm just gonna attack here. Yeah, that's a bummer. We don't get any constructs. But we can at least tutor up a Chromox, or sorry, Mox Opal here. Yeah. Or maybe actually the get here is the Spell Bomb. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. But we can loot here. I guess I'll loot away an Echo. Okay, they concede. Yeah. They I guess they didn't have anything going. All right, 2-1. On the draw for round number 3, or 4, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. We have turn 1 Containment Construct and some baubles and some fun. Arid Mesa, so this could be like Boros. Why don't we have a little look? Swords to Plowshares. Aw. I guess I'm just gonna like redraw a bunch of cards here. Goblin Welder. Okay, it's Painter. I think I'm gonna not play out the construct, just to maybe we can catch them when they tap out. It's a little bit of a it's a little bit of I don't know, dilemma. Like, how do you play out? How many of your artifacts do you play out? Because if we draw like Riddlesmith and they're tapped out, suddenly like having an artifact in hand is worth a lot. But I do think I I value having the Chromox, or the Mox Opal. I think I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I already know they're drawing the Goblin Welder, so I'm gonna pop the bauble on their draw step rather than like getting the extra card here. Yeah, breakthrough is nice if we can get them to tap out and not hold up a plow, then that's pretty interesting with the breakthrough. Grindstone, okay. Okay, there is Welder. Does not appear as though they're letting down the guard here. Ooh, a second construct. What does that do? Yeah, I'm gonna play this. So we have 2. Alright. They can still like plow the one that has, like, they can choose which one to plow depending on what it has stuff underneath it. I think I am gonna break through here. Also, like, if we wait a turn, their welder is gonna be able to weld our stuff in and out, which is pretty annoying. Okay. Oh, of course, they could just have a blast here. Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bobble them and pass the turn. So they're drawing a petal. Their hands plow grindstone, and it's gonna be petal now. Ooh, the Riddlesmith. Okay, there goes the plow. Do they have a second plow? Right, because that's how Painter works. And they're representing the kill. Their last card is Grindstone. I don't think this really does a lot, but maybe if we get lucky. Yeah, we play the LED, and if we then like hit exactly Echo off the loot, would have to be a pretty lucky loot. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna concede. Oh, bummer. All right, versus Painter, the blue blasts seem nice. Haywire Might doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, Surge Note. I don't know that I mentioned that in the deck tech. That took me a while to figure out actually what that was doing here just by looking at it. But it's here to like, if someone plays a Chalice, you can tap this to put a counter on Chalice. So it's Chalice for 1. Because Chalice for 0 really gets us, but I guess that's neither here nor there. We could place, like, Surgical is not irrelevant versus them, but it's also not like super reliable. Maybe 1, I don't know. Let's have a look here. So I think Chain of Vapor is not very good, and it's also blue. I think Thoughtcast can be cut, and I think we want to cut Defense Grid. I mean, it's not like there's not anything relevant to bounce with Chain of Vapor, but just like having a sort of reactive spell that's blue seems a little bit annoying. I think maybe the last cut, it's going to be a Chromox. You could argue for, like, I don't know, something like Echo of Eons. It's also like a big blue spell that's somewhat of an investment and can then just be like blasted. Okay, this is a keep for sure. This is a Containment Construct turn 1 plus Echo. Alright. Play out all these things. So opponent isn't on like Mind Break Trap. Let's say no to both. I don't think, well, we aren't, for obvious reasons, going to be surgically extracting anything on turn 0. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna just crack LED here and not play any, like, either of the Chromox or Mox Opal until we know if we're gonna have a Riddler maybe off of this breakthrough. They're pausing here, which means maybe they have surgical extraction, which would be pretty good for them. Though even like a surgical extraction right now on like breakthrough, we still have like a pretty decent sort of vantage point here, or like starting point with the big saga coming. Well, they're paying costs. Yeah, they're surgically the breakthrough. Okay, that's fair. Let's not sure that having, we might as well play this Opal. Basically just untaps the Opal we already have in hand. I'm gonna cast this Chromox just to grow the future construct. I think maybe I am supposed to pop the Bobble right now in case I hit like a Blue Blast or something. Yeah, let's just do that. I'd also like to draw a card. Mountain is revealed. Okay, so they plowed the Containment Construct. That's fair. We drew another Saga, by the way. So that's good. So let's play that and pass. And hope we can rumble before they combo us out. Fable, right. Okay. This can be exiled, this Fable. It is going to cost me 2 mana though, which is a little bit annoying. Let's see what we draw here. Spellbomb. I think I'm gonna make a construct here. So what do we search up here? Maybe just another Mox Opal. Keep that one. Play this one. Go to combat. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to just keep up this Haywire Might or nuke the Fable now before they get to Rummage. I think I'm gonna just not do anything. They get the Rummage, which obviously is less than ideal. They can't attack here unless they remove one or both my constructs. Doing it this way, I get to make another construct. They mill away a mountain or rummage away a mountain in a pyroblast. So the ancient tomb is a real cost right now. They do attack, so they must have a plan for removing one of my attackers here. I guess they could have like, okay, so they plow. Another Fable. That's good. And a Soul Guide Lantern, okay. So I mean, I think, can we still win here? No, right? Because if we use the okay, never mind. I was thinking we could remove this with the Haywire Might. Oh, hang on. Actually, hang on. Force of Will. Okay, so if I make a construct here, hang on. If I make a construct here, it's gonna my current construct is gonna remain a 5/5, and I will. Let's say I get a Chrome Mox. I can play. Oh, this is so close. Yeah, I won't have enough mana to like play through Spellbomb and activate it, but if I don't make a construct, I can do that. Then the Chrome Mox makes my construct a 6/6. The Spellbomb 7/7, but then the Spellbomb goes away, making the Goblin Shaman token go away. Then they take 7 from Haywire Might plus the 6/6. They're at 1. But then next turn they get to make dudes. I think I'm supposed to make a construct here. Yeah. I'm thrilled. And I think the Chrome Mox. What happens if I play the Spellbomb? Then it's a 7/7, and I attack with my Haywire Might and the construct. Is there any way they go to 1 and kill the Haywire Might? Or do they take the 1? I think I attack with both here. I think they chump the big dude. I could be wrong. No, they don't. Wow, okay. So they go to 1. I'm at 30, but now they are stable. They get to rummage again. And they get the Kiki Chiki token. Yeah, not thrilled here. My constructs are bigger though. This Aether Spellbomb can also like draw a card if I want to. I could also just draw my Walking Ballista. That would be nice. Looks like they didn't rummage anything. Yeah, they didn't. So they like what they had. So right now they can make a 2/2. If they attack, the construct is going to be too bigger. They're going to lose one of their shaman. I don't know what they do. Okay, so they opt to get the 2 treasures, which are going to grow their future construct. I'm going to block. Okay, they attack with 1. Okay. I am going to block. If they have Fury 1, they can't activate their Ancient Tomb, so this is interesting, this game. They're paying costs. Okay, they're drawing a card. Fair enough. Oh, wow, they found something to Fury. That's so they probably had the Fury and were looking for a red card. Okay, I lose my token. That's it's pretty bad. I draw a bauble. Okay, so I have a 6/6. They can put a 2/2 into play, which then if they block with all three, theoretically we trade, but then I can bounce one of their things. I'm gonna attack here. They have to block. They're at 1. Like, making their construct is gonna cost them their treasure anyways, so my math was wrong. Do I draw a card now? Let me see what they're drawing here. They're drawing a thorn. I don't think I care too much about that. I think I'm going to keep my spell bomb. I draw a dud here. Force of Will is a bad draw. So they can make a 1/1 and then tutor something. I don't know what they have other than Grindstone. They probably have like Lotus Petals. If they have something like a Shadow Spear, that's potentially kind of scary. They do get the Grindstone. And we know what they have in hand. It's a Thorn, which they can play. That's fine. Okay. They chose not to make a construct, by the way. So what's the play here? Do you attack? Yeah, I was going to say I would love to draw an artifact right about now. So the artifact here makes this attack nice, because I can afford to like sacrifice my spell bomb to bounce one of their things, and then my construct doesn't die. If they like triple block here, they have 6 power right now, but if I bounce one, then my construct shrinks to 5/5. But they only have 4 power left, so a lot of moving creatures back and forth here, but they are just gonna. Okay. Looks like they're trying to activate their reflection. Okay. So the shaman is dead. Okay, pass the turn. Okay, they make a token that's a copy. They get that for the rest of their next turn here. Yeah, they can't get to like have a 6, like have a thing for the entire turn. Oh, I guess they can. I guess I'm not smart enough. Yeah. Couldn't they have done that? Or it says non-legendary, but this is not legendary, is it? It's not. Yeah, couldn't they've just had done what they were, trying to do? I'm not sure. Okay, we grow our dude, which currently doesn't matter that much. And now they can just like block perpetually. And that's a little bit annoying. I think I'm gonna have a look at what they are sitting on. Arid Mesa, okay. I mean, I could just bounce one of these, but they can still create this copy of another target legendary creature. Another. I think I need to bounce one of these, and then the party's over. How about a blue card? Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay. Petal. All right. So I think I need to bounce one of the reflections. That's not a copy. I'm gonna do it before the end step, because if I do it on the end step, they could copy something that then remains throughout my turn. So if I understood this correctly, now they can't copy itself. It says copy another target. Okay, but they get to do it for one more turn. Hilarious. Guess I don't need to attack here. Doesn't matter. It's gonna poof. This is very drawn out. Okay, another ancient tube. They can't tap. No, I can't do that yet. I don't have enough mana. Alright, so this dies. They need to put another blocker here. And if they find a blocker, they could also have found a red blast. Goblin Engineer. Well, I mean, I'm going to force here. If they have blast as their last card in hand, then I can still find a mana to bounce the engineer and attack through. Okay. They didn't have blast. Okay. They're making me attack. Burn off another 10 seconds off the clock. That's fair. I mean, it's very, very not unreasonable for them to think they can actually win game 3 through my clock. If nothing else, I'm like 6 minutes behind them. I think I don't do anything here. Just resubmit. I don't know. Them being a red blast deck, maybe defense grid is reasonable. Yeah, I didn't think about that before resubmitting. All right, I think I'm going to keep this, even though it's sort of lacking mana. But we do have the Chrome Mox, or the Mox Opal, which is going to be turned on. We can bred sort of Blue Elemental Blast. We have the Memory spell, which is kind of exciting. Now, I don't think we're supposed to pop our baubles here, because then Mox Opal is going to be off. I'd rather be able to Blue Blast here. Thorn, I think I'm going to fight over. At the point of the game where we don't have any mana, they're in a red blast, I'm going to blue blast. I think maybe I pop my baubles here, just because now I do kind of want to get going. Okay, plow is rough. Okay, so they're both drawing a plow and they have a plow in hand. Good to know. Breakthrough and Echo and LED. Wow, that's lucky. We drew that LED. Wish we could play the Containment Construct, but we can't. So I'm just gonna pop the Echo here. Oh, that's really, really not bad. It sucks we can't get Metalcraft. So I'm gonna play out this stuff here before they thorn me again. We just re-7 them here. Okay, Shadow Spear, but no Saga for them. That's good. I think it's Ancient Tomb, and then we can I don't know what we get. Probably Chrome Mox. Oh no 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 no! Oh no! I clicked through the. Oh, I fucking hate this. I click through. Yeah, I click through the turn. That's a construct we don't get. It's probably is going to be pretty decisive, or at least has the potential to be. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm gonna play. Get a Lotus Petal, I think. Turn on Mox Opal. Play second Saga. Play Haywire Might. Pass with Hydroblast up. Ah, that was, goddamn, that was frustrating. Plow, yeah, sure. The infinite plows. Well, I mean, they've drawn since then, but whatever. Oh, I can't believe I messed that up with the construct. All right, let's see. Riddlesmith. That's interesting. Let's see if they have more like plows or blasts. Looks like they have a blast. I think I'm gonna let this resolve. I'm gonna try and cast the memory spell. I mean, memory would have been better if the Riddlesmith had resolved, because then the Mox Opal would have cycled. Okay, I think I'm gonna counter that actually. I kind of like this profits. Another LED. I think I just play this. I'm gonna make my Haywire Might a 2/2. Go to town. I do kind of like having this Haywire Might to kill that Shadow Spear because like if they draw Saga, then the spear is going to be pretty big, like a big quote unquote mirror breaker. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. So this is just face up. This is a 3/3, a 2/2 double strike. And then once I kill it, or rather it jump blocks, they can Riddlesmith. Okay, I think I'm going to get the Aether Spellbomb here. So I can bounce the Dragon Engine and hit them for... Okay, they concede. Alright, cool. Yeah, I could like hit them for 8. They would be at 5. Yeah, seems pretty good. Alright, cool. Wow. A positive record with this deck locked in. That's a first. Alright, it's 3-1. Let's see how round number 5 goes. Okay, round number 5 on the play. Playing for the 4-1 sort of comfort zone. If we can get that, that'd be great. But I'm honestly already sort of pretty stoked about the 3-2 minimum. Okay. So this, if we're willing to sack an opal, we can make a containment construct on turn 1, which I'm gonna do. So we pretend this is a Lotus Petal. We have force here, but I would really like to not have to pitch this breakthrough because that might be great next turn. Play out the zeros here. Float a blue with, let's float a green. Live a little. Cast second opal. And we'll make rule mana. Leave them thinking for a second. Uh-oh, there's a pause. This is a Force of Will pause. Let's pop a bauble here now that we have Metalcraft anyways. Seagate Restoration. Okay, so it's a sort of a pseudo mirror here, like a nonsense blue deck. Probably like maybe like Days Undoing kind of deck. Riddlesmith. You don't say. So how about we draw an LED? That would be the nuts. There's that Seagate. Enters play tapped, huh? They put it into play tap, but then they play Chromox. Interesting. I mean, Chromox obviously resolves. Thoughtzorgle. Oh, okay. It's probably that Thought Lash deck. Chalice for 0. You know what? I would be kind of upset about that. I think I'm gonna force pitch Riddlesmith. Although if they force back here, I kind of have them on a force. Okay, no. Defense grid. Don't think I'm gonna be wanting that. So let's that was kind of bad. I guess the Saga is the keep here, and the rest can actually just go to my graveyard because I won't be playing any of them. Alright, let's just decline all these except the Saga. Yeah, let's go to combat. I wonder how close to dead we are. Like, if they are the Thought Lash deck, then it's then they are a combo deck with Ancient Tombs and stuff. I'm guessing this will name Wizard, yeah. Okay, they just pass. They could have Flash Wizards. Oh, sweet, we hit a land. As much as I would like to keep this as a as sort of a bounce effect for like the I don't know, Thought Lash, that's not gonna work, I don't think. Yeah, maybe bounce just isn't really that exciting here. Alright, so I'm gonna attack, and I'm probably going to make a construct and then activate Bauble. Maybe I'll do it on their draw step. I don't think like there isn't like a single card I can draw here that will matter. You could argue that we should keep the Bauble just to like have a bigger construct, but I'm okay not sort of following that train of thought and sort of just churning through my deck. And I have to do it this way around to ensure the metal craft. Okay, let's see. Another Seagate Restoration, okay. Do they zap this in? They do. Yikes. It's a Thought Lash. Yeah, bummer. So now they just need like another Thassa and they win. So what do we want here? Like Edge, not Edge, again, like Echo, no, Thoughtcast, that's not bad. Echo, okay. I think I'm gonna float here and grab an LED actually. Okay, why are they doing that? Prevent the next 1 damage, okay. Interesting. Because they are preventing damage here. Not sure if they, I get it. It's because they are worried about me finding Pithing Needle. Okay, so I don't know, like, they probably do this for their entire deck minus 1 card. And then we deck them with the Echo of Eons. Ah, sweet. I think that's how that's going to work, right? Because, yeah, everything will be exiled. So, let's just see how many Force of Wills are there. I like this deck, though, by the way. Okay, so far, oh, Show and Tell in the main. Yeah, because of Emrakul. Wow, that's beautiful. What is this Arcane Artisan? I forget. Oh, okay. Yeah, target plays a card, then exiles a card. If a creature is exiled away, create a copy. So, you know, they target themselves, they exile Emrakul. So far I've seen 0 Force of Wills in this exile pile. We can safely assume, I believe, that they're sitting on 1 Thassa's Oracle. So the last 2 cards would have to be Force plus blue card to stop us. We can cast the Thought cast first. There's a Force. 13 cards left in the deck. There's another Force. Yeah, I never thought that about it, but of course they have to react with the search trigger on the Urza Saga. 6 cards left, 2 Force of Wills accounted for. Okay, so they left 3 cards in their deck. They have 2 cards in their graveyard, that's 5. And then 3 cards in their hand, that's 8. So that's clever. Okay, I'm gonna get LED. Still see if we can sort of go off from here. I'm gonna start with a Thoughtcast though. Interesting if they force this, because then they're at 7 cards because they'll be pitching 1 card. I can't imagine they will convince themselves to force will this Thoughtcast, but I'd love it if they did. They do. Wow. We get away with this. So yeah, now there are 3 cards in the graveyard, 3 cards in their hand, and my friends, that is not enough cards. What was their pitch? Wait, how did they draw 7? What am I missing? Weren't there 3 cards in their hand, 3 in exile? Man, I don't get this. Okay, never mind. But they're gonna die once we pass the turn. Yeah, never mind. La la la, it's all fine. Alright, cool. I guess I miscounted something. Right, okay. Flusterstorm seems somewhat relevant. Ravenform is not enchantments. The Surge node, I would like to mess with their chalices. Ravenform also messes with chalice, so does Haywire Might. Maybe that's too much to answer that. And I guess like Force of Negation is also not bad because it stops their counters their Thought Lash and Paradigm Shift. Okay, let's get rid of Defense Grid. I think we get rid of Chain of Vapor and Thoughtcast, although Thoughtcast just like saved us there, but that seems not that reliable. Let's get rid of the Chrome Mox, like one of those. Probably, I guess Aether Spellbomb bounces Emrakul, which is something that's maybe not terrible to have access to. Let's cut maybe a little bit of the combo. I guess we can cut the Otawara also bounces Emrakul, right? Yeah. Yeah, maybe one of those effects is enough. Let's cut Breakthrough. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if they go Chalice for 0, we're kind of not in the best place, but the Saga can tutor up the Surge node, which I think is fine. If they don't Chalice for 0, we have some zeros, and we have potentially an Echo of Eons. So I'm going to keep this. Okay, so we have a Cavern and Wizard, I presume. And no Chalice for 0. Love that. So do I break through for 1, like X equals 1 here, off the Mox Opal and the Saga? Just to, like, see if I can get them to commit something here. I could also play the Walking Ballista first. They are pausing, like, all the time. I think we're going to play the Walking Ballista with X equals 1. Yeah, they have a force here. It feels pretty obvious. Maybe I just like, that's a 3 for 2 if I do it now. I'm going to lose both my blue cards here plus the 1 LED. But they'll be down 2 cards, and I kind of like my spot here, so I'm actually going to do it. I like that whatever it's going to cost them, the 2 cards. Like the force plus the other card. Okay, so they forced pitch Flusterstorm. So not one of the combo pieces, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how well that ends up paying off or not. Is Lorne revealed? Yeah, fine. So they're on 3 cards. I would very much like to draw like an Ancient Tomb here. Or another land. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's just GG's, I think. Yeah, yikes. Well played. I'm gonna shoot you for 1. Or actually, I'm gonna pump our dude here. And then shoot you for 2. How about that? Okay, so Ratchet Bomb, pretty brutal. We can still like just laugh all the way to the bank here if we top deck an Ancient Tomb, but that is a bit of a tall order. Ancient Tomb? Boo. Alright, well, I mean, we can get an LED next turn off of our Saga here, and then try and reload. There's a Hideaway. What are the odds they are sitting on another counter of some sort? I don't think we can afford to wait here. And I mean, we're still like, we're kind of miles off here. They have 3 lands. We have nothing, even if this resolves, but let's see. I'm ready to pack it in if they counter this. Okay, they didn't counter it. So what's the play here? we can. Oh no, never mind. We have a mana floating. I was gonna say like we can not like cast the Containment Construct here without playing the Ancient Tomb, but we can. I honestly don't even mind that much if this gets countered. I'm gonna play out the zeros that I have, just in case they are on a chalice for 0. I know we just got by that Ratchet Bomb, but I still think this is correct. If they have something like a Petal and an Ancient Tomb, they can like combo us here. Oh no, they just have it? That's so cool. Yeah, so now their deck is 1 card, and if they have Thassa here, they get us. Alright, cool. GG's. Alright, final game of the league. Do we change anything here? I don't think we do. I mean, no, I'm pretty happy with this, truth be told. 21 blue cards in a mono blue deck is not a lot of blue cards for Force of Will. I mean, it's acceptable for sure, but it's just sort of on the low end. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this. I don't know if I should, but I'm gonna play this Riddlesmith here. It's a juicy force target because we're already spending like a blue, like 2 cards on it. If they have force, then they have force. They do. Okay. I'm gonna play this ancient Aether Spellbomb and a Mishra's Bauble. I'm gonna bobble them to see what they're gonna be drawing. Man, these 2 breakthroughs, like with no Containment Construct, are a little bit embarrassing. Echo of Eons, huh? Well, if we draw an LED, I guess we need a blue mana. Chalice for 0, sure. So now we need Saga to find that Surge node. Oh, they even have a Ratchet Bomb. Oh, that's rough. I think I'm gonna draw a card here. What's it like to find Urza Saga? They actually put a charge counter on it, I guess. That's... They were gonna put it up to 2 maybe? To try and lock out Containment Construct as my other identifiably sort of problematic thing. A blue mana source would be nice. Unfortunately, that doesn't work and wouldn't have worked even without the Chalice. I guess we're drawing to like 2 spells here, or 2 cards. The Island and the Otawara, if I even still have the Otawara. I don't. It is the actual basic island. Well, they don't have blue mana either. I mean, for non-wizard spells. Yeah, I think we need to draw an island or an Ursus Saga. Those are the things we can draw. Wow, what an awkward game. Something tells me they have more blue mana sources than I do, so for sure they'll figure it out before me. Okay, they're casting probably a spare Thassa. I guess like Haywire might, but we still then need to be able to make green mana. Come on, Ursa Saga. Yes! That was a sick draw. Okay. Best draw in my deck, probably. Let's see if we can outrace them. But they did put a card on top of their deck, unfortunately. Okay. So not like if they now can cast Paradigm Shift next turn and a third Thassa because they exiled 1 to the force. That might be good one day. So I'm gonna pass. Paradigm Shift here, and we're done. Another Shallow Isle, okay. Really? They're attacking? I guess my construct is gonna be a 1/1, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, I'm still not completely sure what I'm going to be searching up. Part of me kind of wants to search up a Mox Opal, just to get my mana like a bit under me. But I think maybe the correct thing here is the search node, actually. Yeah, I think it's the search node. Surge node, not search. I'm gonna choose Chalice of the Void. And I'm gonna pay 1. Because that's how it works. Great. Okay, I'm gonna play a couple of zeros here. I could play the Riddlesmith. Then they immediately blow up the Ratchet Bomb, probably. Or I play the memory spell first. If I play the memory spell, is that going to be enough to get them to blow up the Ratchet Bomb? It might also just not matter at all, but this might draw me into a Force of Will, which would be kind of nice. Okay, so that's in. I at least get to draw a card. I draw a third Echo of Eons, so less than ideal. I get to pump my non-summoning sick construct. I suppose I could have like cast Breakthrough or something, but I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze there. All right, let's see if they have it. Oh, Impulse, scary. They need Thassa plus combo piece here, basically. They have 2 cards in hand plus what they find with Impulse plus what their draw step gives them. Alright, it's showtime. What do you got? They are paying costs. Blue, blue, Thought Lash, but not tapping the Ancient Tomb. Okay, so they don't have the win right now. So this says whenever you can prevent. Right, okay. So the problem is they don't know what they're preventing. If they accidentally exile the last 2 Thassa's Oracles, then that's not so good for them. Second Mox Opal, what does that do? I think I'm going to start off actually by putting a charge counter on this Ratchet Bomb here so I can play my Riddlesmith. They probably will blow it up now to kill my Profit's thing, but then they also lose their Thassa, so I don't know, maybe, whatever. This is such a handy card, whoever came up with this. The surge node. So what we can do here is we can tap Mox Opal to play Riddlesmith. Then we can cast second Mox Opal. That mills an Echo of Eons into the graveyard, and then we can cast it if we were to be so inclined. Okay, so that happened. They can choose. It's not too bad for them because this doesn't get trampled from the memory, so they can just keep a Thassa as a blocker. They might also have Force of Will for this Riddle dude. Okay, Riddlesmith is in, so that's at least something. Let's loot here. I will choose to loot. I'll put an Echo of Eons into the graveyard. I'm not exactly sure about this endeavor here, because if I Echo of Eons them, that gives them like 7 looks at a Thassa, which now just ends the game. Alright, I'm gonna loot once more here. Would be kind of sweet to get the containment construct. I'll put another Echo in, I think. So what happens if I Echo now? If I Echo now, I will have access to 2 mana post Echo. And if I can get to my walking ballista, that'd be kind of interesting. I think I will echo. Call me crazy. So I've loot. Oh, they had that. Sick. Okay, I think we just have to move to combat then. I mean, they can just exile for days here. Exile the top 13 cards. They can also just take one, block the other, and then not exile anything. Oh, there's the third Oracle is now in exile. They keep going, so I'm worried that they have like the one card in their hand is actually the fourth Oracle. Because otherwise it's pretty ballsy to keep doing this. No, there's the fourth Oracle, right? I'm not crazy. So now they need to bounce this Oracle here. Their Oracle in play. Maybe they can do that. Or they just lost. I don't know. Don't know how this deck works. They have some way to like copy this with the new ETB trigger, maybe? Oh yeah. Step 3. Return 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. So that's a way to do it, I guess. That costs 5 mana. It's a sorcery. Right now they have 6 mana total. So if they had like another blue mana and a step through in hand. Alright. I mean, I am at 4. They can attack with Thassa. They could also, I guess, getting ahead of myself here, they also, we know they have show and tell in the deck. Up to 4. What does that do? Blow up your own Thought Lash? Why would you want to do that? To not lose to the cumulative upkeep? That feels like a pretty long way away. There goes Force of Will. No attack. Alright. Containment Construct? Okay, Force of Will. That's also not the worst. I don't know, do I go for the cheeky Echo of Eons here again? They have 2 cards though. I think I don't, honestly. Their oracles are all gone. I have Force now, and I have a pretty substantial board presence. Oh, this is annoying on Magic Online. Like a lot of other things. I guess I can try and yield until end of turn, but then if they actually have like something, like some cheeky spell that I want to counter, then I can't do it. Like if they bounce their Thassa here at end of turn, I have just yielded through it. That's sort of Magic Online, I guess. Maybe I'll turn off auto yields anyways and just click. Alright. They are fully prevented. No, they still took a little bit of damage. Oh, no. Now I see. I completely forgot about the hideaways. So this is Emrakul. Oh. Oh, it's just Lorien revealed. Do I force this? I think I probably force this. So we can Echo of Eons next turn. Like if I attack them and they exile a whole bunch of spells, then maybe we can deck them that way. They do have a graveyard of 4. So now they have 1 card hidden away that can be cast now. Impulse, sure. Maybe that, I don't know, maybe I'll get punished for forcing that. Draw 3, it just seemed like the responsible thing to do. Okay, they're passing. So I think I'm going to cast Breakthrough first here. Ooh, LED, I like that. I was going to say I was going to cast Breakthrough first to ensure some triggers off of the memory. Oh, but now do I even? We're back at this this threshold here. Let's see. We can go to 1, but then we can't force. That's probably no good. So they have to... This says 1 creature, right? Yeah, target creature. I think I just attack here, see how much they prevent. Oh no, I should have put it on the other one. I thought this was smaller for some reason. Now they can just jump the big one with the Thassa. Probably won't make that big of a difference. Oh no, no, no. I shouldn't have attacked with the Riddlesmith. Okay, maybe I should actually, come to think of it. If they, yeah, no, no, no. That was fine. They actually get in front of that. And what? Just lose? This should do it, I think. Crazy game, this one. 10 cards left in the deck. Oh, I guess that's it. Oh, okay, they keep going. I lost count, I'm not gonna lie. We need them down to like have almost no cards in the deck for this draw 7 to work. Like because they have 5 cards in the graveyard. And we need them to put 2 cards, to have like 2 cards left in the deck. No, not even that, because they have 3 cards in the hand. Fuck, never mind. So what could they have underneath here that they haven't cast yet? If it's not Emrakul, looks like I don't see any show and tell. So I don't know if they boarded that out or what. They're at 1. Cutting it kind of close. Don't you think? 5 plus 10. I mean, I could try and go for glory here and wheel and try and find, no, I was going to say like walking ballista, but that won't matter. Okay, the clock is also like crazy low for both of us here. Okay, so they're killing something here. Probably this is just the thought lash, yeah. So no more preventing damage, huh? Is there anything to be gained from boosting this to 2? How much is arcane artisan? All their creatures are wizards, right? So it won't matter. Yeah, for the creatures. Yeah, not gonna do that. Because I have relevant 2-drops. I guess like a Ratchet Bomb. An actual, like if they have a second Ratchet Bomb. Oh, they don't, they concede. Amazing. I actually 4-1 with this thing. Who would have thunk it? Alright, a 4-1 record with the Riddler, which is much better than I expected. I think this deck is super cool and weird, and it's not like anything I'm used to playing. I probably made like tons of bad decisions and stuff, but I would love to hear what you thought in the comments. Would also love to hear what you think about this type of deck. If you'd want me to maybe play this type of deck more often. There's also that Jewel deck that I could play, which is also like a mono blue paradoxical outcome. I think plays. I'm not sure. It's sort of like somewhat related to this. I'm still very much unsure about how good this deck is and how well I'm able to play it. I mean, obviously, like I said at the beginning, Killaby is tearing up trees with this deck, so it has something to it. I'm just not sure if I can sort of get to where I want to be with it. I'm also just still, I feel this is the first time I felt like this with the deck since I probably when I picked up Storm back in 2012, which is just, you know, I feel completely as a novice. There are just like deck choices I'm not even close to feeling comfortable like challenging, but I do feel are kind of interesting and like, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to take in. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up now. I want to thank you so much for watching, and do all the YouTube stuff. You know, subscribe, all that stuff. Like the video if you felt like it was good, and I'll be back with some more Legacy. Bye bye.